Hey guys, welcome back to another video by Cool Prince Today. Today I have on my to-do list, I have 3 sport shirts that I need to make for a customer. And they're actually these Gildan sport shirts right here, the red color. And so what the customer wants, he wants his name on one side and then he wants some wording on the other side. So since there's only 3 of these, I'm gonna make them via vinyl transfers instead of doing screen printing. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. Okay, so first we're gonna do one side with the buttons. You gotta be careful you don't want to melt these buttons when you're heating them up. So let's go ahead and get this thing set. Let me show you what I use to actually get the center of my pocket logo. This thing's a great tool. You can the placement makes it easy with this little tool here. You just put this little center on the first button, and we're going to go this way actually because it's backwards. And like so. We're going to come over. We're going to come down 4. Come over 3. Get some heat tape. The problem is with that, if you're actually putting the name on the right side, you have to flip the little grid over and print it from the back. So that's what it's going to look like. Okay, so we're getting ready to press the shirt now. The design's on. We got it squared up. Now, the thing with these sport shirts, you want to make sure that the buttons are off of the actual bed, the heat bed, because they will melt and you have some issues with that. Plus, it may damage the surface of your heat press. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our Teflon sheet on. We're going to turn this around. Temperature's at 354 for 34 seconds. Or 37 seconds, I mean. We're going to go ahead and press and let it do its job. This will be a hot peel when the shirt comes up. Now the discoloration on red shirts are normal. Something about the dye inside the red, it changes colors for a little bit, but as soon as that shirt cools down, it'll return back to the natural. The only time it doesn't is if you're screen printing or even on heat press and leave it on too long and it burns, then the thing will still be in it. So that part's done. One side done. Let's go ahead and do the other side with the other word. This up here, center line. And we're going to go up here. Put some heat tape down. Look straight. We'll reverse the shirt this way to keep the buttons off the heat bed. Same time, same heat, same vinyl. Okay, just wait a few moments. Seconds remaining. 10. And as you can see, the other side is returned back to the normal color. And there it is. There's the shirt. Extra large sport shirt. Okay, then continue on. I got 2 more to do. These are Gildan shirts. Gildan dry blend sport shirts. That's why you save scraps. It saves you. You can always make a scrap bin. Save them that way. You're not wasting any vinyl. And you're getting your job done like it should be done. Okay. You just have to weed some of this out here. The O's, the R's. E's. In between. The thing about the difference between vinyl transfers and screen printing, they both have their pros and cons. One of the main pros in screen printing is the design will last better. The vinyl doesn't last as long as a screen print. But if you're only doing a few shirts, it's more cost effective to do high quality vinyl than to just do a few. Basically anything over 5 shirts. I'll screen print anything under. It's not cost effective to burn the screens and your screen reclamation. When you reclaim the screens, it takes time and it's costly. So that's why I've stopped doing any screen printing for under 5 and only vinyl print, because it's quicker and more cost effective for me. So I will have to do a lot of editing in post because I keep stuttering. Same location. Straight, and it is. Okay, this time I'm not going to do heat tape. This particular vinyl transfer actually has a kind of adhesive back to it. Some of them have some of that, some of them don't. This particular one does. Okay, so let's get this pressed. Right side of the shirt's done. Now let's put the other side on too. Always use a Teflon sheet so you don't burn your garments. The dog's growling or snoring over there. Second shirt complete. Okay, we want black shirt. Now, same drill. Love this. It's called Logo Grid It. Logo Grid It. Logo Grid It. Pick them up on Amazon if you want. The extra large shirts are not so difficult to print like this. When you start getting into like smalls, you have to be a little more creative how you place the garment on the heat bed, heat plate, whatever you call it. This is the 8-in-1 press I was talking about in my previous video. You can catch that up here at the top. Anyways, it does okay for like the heat press here. I'm gonna end up upgrading too, but this was just my first piece of equipment to have a heat press, and it does okay, not a problem. Last shirt for this order anyways. Better. There you have it. Third shirt completed. Order complete. Gonna next up, I'm gonna ship it out. Real quick side note is always double check your garments on the seams and stuff like this right here. You can see this is coming up. I learned early on in my screen printing business, if you don't trim these, people are going to have a fit and return them because they think they're defective. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just part of the milling process. but they tend to not like that. So go ahead and make sure your shirt has no holes in it. Make sure, you know, everything's trimmed up and looks good for the customer. So that way when they receive it, it's in the best possible quality that you can give it. So anyways, that's just a quick tip, and it'll save you some hassle in the future. All right, guys, thank you.